Anxiety attack, March 1st. The power that brought us to this program is still with us and will continue to guide us if we allow it. Basic text, page 27. Ever had a panic attack? Everywhere we turn, life's demands overwhelm us. We're paralyzed and we don't know what to do about it. How do we break an anxiety attack? First, we stop. We can't deal with everything at once, so we stop for a moment to let things settle. Then we take a, quote, spot inventory, end quote. What are the things that are bothering us? We examine each item, asking ourselves this question, quote, how important is it really, end quote. In most cases, we'll find that most of our fears and concerns don't need our immediate attention. We can put those aside and focus on the issues that really need to be resolved right away. Then we stop again and ask ourselves, who's in control here anyway? This helps us remind us that our higher power is in control. We seek our higher power's will for the situation, whatever it is. We can do this in any number of ways, through prayer, talks with our sponsor or NA friends, or by attending a meeting and asking others to share their experience. When our higher power's will becomes clear to us, we pray for the ability to carry it out. Finally, we take action. Anxiety attacks need not paralyze us. We can utilize the resources of the NA program to deal with anything that comes our way. Just for today, my higher power has not brought me all this way in recovery to abandon me. When anxiety strikes, I will take specific steps to seek God's continuing care and guidance. I didn't know that was in the Just for Today. I've been diagnosed with general anxiety disorder, major depression disorder, and I think they kind of go hand in hand. And I've dealt with anxiety issues in the past where I have full-blown like panic attacks, like on The Sopranos, where I literally feel like I'm going to pass out and lose consciousness. And sometimes, like, it gets really scary. And I've had to deal with the anxiety most of my life. Not on a daily basis. I mean, I have periods in time where it goes away and then it'll come back. And, I notice when I'm really centered in my higher power's will and I'm trusting my higher power and I'm feeling that connection, I usually don't have the panic attacks and the anxiety. I feel at peace even when I'm not medicated. And that's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing that I can tap into. Now, the last month I've had three major panic attacks. One while I was in court, and another one when I was in a meeting, and one before that. I'm trying to think when it was. Can't remember right now offhand, but I know there was another one. But if I take an honest look and take an inventory of like what happened during that period, what took place, I can identify that I wasn't practicing good self-care, first of all. I didn't get enough sleep. I was stressed out, and I wasn't eating and sleeping right. I wasn't taking care of my physical needs, and ended up having anxiety attacks. I notice when I don't get enough sleep, that's when I usually have them. And why do I not get enough sleep? Because I'm in fear. I'm ruminating. I'm thinking, oh, how can I control the outcome here? How can I make this event happen, right? And I'm taking my will back. And like when I'm in my will, that's when I have these major anxiety attacks, and I just feel completely at chaos, and I don't feel like my life is falling apart, and I just want to go to sleep, or I want to get high, or I want to do this, or I want to do that, or I want to eat a freaking big old cinnamon roll like this freaking bag, you know. Uh, but when I'm in my higher powers will, like I can go all day without eating. I can sit in communion and enjoy the company and connection with my higher power. I can see the beauty in my life instead of the chaos. I can see the blessings that are happening not just to me but everybody around me, and I can see other people's pain, and I can see the need and the value of me in this world. You know, and that's huge. That's huge. You know, I'm learning that I don't have to rush. I don't have to freaking run, join this rat race of our society. I can just take a few moments and be still and be quiet and get recentered into myself and into my connection with my higher power. And that has been huge for me. Huge. I remember when I first got clean, I had anxiety so bad. I'm sure that if I would have went and got diagnosed, it would be called agoraphobia. And I remember hearing about that as a kid, and I'm like, agoraphobia, what is that? I remember looking up the definition. I was like, oh, that's horrible. I never want that. Well, that's what it is. It's anxiety to the point that you can't even leave your house. Like you're so blinded and drowning in fear that you can't even leave your own home or your own bed. And I've experienced that hell. And it feels like it's going to be permanent, like it's going to last forever, right? But no, it didn't. You know, I had faith. My higher power comes working in my life. I start developing new pathways and new ways of doing things and dealing with things. You know, it might not be comfortable. It's kind of like, you know, a baby learning how to walk again. But it happened, and it's happening, and it's still happening. And I'm still going through this process that I absolutely love. And I have a desire today to build new relationships and to maintain connection with people. And that is huge too, right? So, you know, today my life isn't one big constant anxiety attack. I've been able to develop some confidence and some self-worth and start to see my potential and my talents and my abilities and my light, right? Not just my darkness, not just my fear. I see my light and I see my love. And I feel my love and I see it in other people. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Sorry, my dog's really chewing away on her bone. She's really enjoying it. Say hi, Joy. Love you guys. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Talk to you soon.